Hi, this is Ansu Sesay with Real Game, brought to you by Basketball Psychology, the show that brings basketball and other sports to you in a way that you can easily understand. Here
Good,
I'm
good.
here with CG and Mike, and today we have our third key to building a confident mindset, which is mental preparation. And I'm gonna
Exactly.
let you guys
So,
take it from here.
for mental preparation, so the first key that we want to hit on is before getting into the preparation and building that confidence, the first thing you have to remember is don't start the race in last place. Put yourself in position to win before you get to the actual opportunity. CG or Sue, would you like to dive deeper into that?
Yeah, like I talked about, putting yourself in position to win or to be successful before it even happens. A big thing with that is mind over matter. Having the mindset that you will be successful or that you will receive the outcome that you're looking for, because the more you start to just think that you'll be successful, the more that it will actually become that.
To touch further on the mind over matter part, I think that something else that you should have a grasp over and don't start the race in last place is visualizing your environment, visualizing what you're what you're actually going to do
Most definitely.
and going out there
Um,
and getting it done.
to kind of go off of what you guys were talking about, this all relates to the conversations that you're having in your head. That positive self talk is one of the biggest things that you can have in terms of getting yourself prepared for the mental tribulations that you might have and or the obstacles that might come your way. So the things that you're telling yourself, which CG kind of went over, and how you visualize yourself, which Sue went over, is definitely big. That is the first step to winning in any situation that you have. So making sure that you're having those positive self talks is kind of what I'm trying to get at. So one of the key things that we kind of discussed was what you think is what you become. Would you guys like to kind of like dive into that a little bit?
What you was talking about with the positive self-talk, that's a big thing. And the main thing, I think those talks that you have with yourself, they should be mindful and purposeful, just so you get something out of it, uh, something that you can apply to what you're doing. And those self-talks, they can happen before you do something, where so you try to build your confidence up before, but also during, because while, for example, while you're playing basketball, not everything is going to go the way you want it to go. Something's going to go wrong,
Facts.
but you have to be able to have those positive self talks, be able to keep your spirit and your confidence uplifted.
Um, Something else that you touched on, what you think is what you become, and it is also in kind of a sense like something that we always hear growing up. You how you practice is how you play. So with that, I feel like the thoughts that go through your head and the thoughts that you're thinking while you're playing, if they're positive and you go out there with a positive mindset, good things will happen. But if you go out there with a negative mindset and you're the last guy off the bench and you get a chance and you're just like, man, I'm not gonna play. You're gonna go out there and
Because
you're
you
gonna do
wasn't
some
ready
bad
for your
stuff and you
opportunity.
going that's why you're not playing. You, you weren't mentally ready, and that you just missed out on your opportunity.
To kind of speak on a personal experience with the positive self talk, I know a lot of times for me, um, before before games or whatnot, those conversations that I would have with myself in terms of just believing in the work that I put in and believing in who I say I am. You know what I'm saying? Those things are what I feel were most important to me performing the way. that I wanted to perform. That was me winning the battle with myself before I even got there in the actual game situation. So that's just a personal experience that I can kind of relate to, that positive self-talk thing.
I was gonna say, for personally, positive self-talk was that I learned better. I think I did a pretty good job doing it beforehand, like I, how I wanted to perform and what I. But during was definitely something that I had to emphasize more and just continually positively reaffirming, like you said, I am who I am, or trusting the work that I put in. And I feel like that's something that everybody can do. It just takes a conscious effort. Like you have to intentionally do it. And
Yeah,
after that, it's a problem for real.
facts. And for all my people of faith, it even says in the Bible that faith without works is dead. So like, if you did the work and you don't believe in it, of
Back,
course it's not going to work. You get what I'm saying?
like,
Or if you got faith and you didn't put the work in, yeah, the tuning out distractions.
where to start. Our distractions is very important to just being mentally focused, mentally locked into what you're trying to be able to do. There's going to be distractions everywhere, whether it's distraction your current situation, like on the court, distractions that are going on, distractions in life that you have to be able to manage, navigate through, still be able to get done what you need to get done. And whenever you're able to consistently tune out those distractions, you'll be able to confidently accomplish what it is what you want to.
You talked about being locked in. So I pose a question for you, for both of you. With being locked in, how do you actually know that you are locked in?
That's a great question. And I feel that this might be something that a lot of people haven't actually unlocked. And I personally believe that the greats are the ones who are able to unlock this consistently, and more often than others. So, speaking of people like Kobe Bryant or the Michael Jordans, I feel that they've actually figured out something in terms of unlocking this, because in terms of the game, a lot of guys will tell you that when it's your game, it's your game. You can't really explain it, but you know that it's your game. Everything feels good that's coming off your hand. Um, your handles feel tight. Defense feels that you just feel at a different level. Um, so to answer, do I know when I'm locked in? I'm in tune with myself, and I feel like I'm one with basketball in a sense.
So in that sense, it just feels like everything is flowing from your mind to your body to
I feel like I'm
actually
connected
the feel of the
spiritually,
ball. Like
physically.
everything is one. Yeah, everything
That's
is
definitely a
one.
good way to put it.
Everything flows together.
I think uh, when you are locked in, your attention and your mind is focused on what's relevant at the moment for a game. You getting your form right, the handles right, like you doing everything, all the little things that you worked on before the game, so it can be ready during the game. And then also throughout the game, as things go on, you know you're locked in when, let's say you finna get a pass for a shot. You getting ready, you getting your feet ready, your hands ready to catch. You getting it perfect. As soon as you catch it, all you got to do is catch it, shoot it. Your form is just how it's supposed to be. You're not thinking about no other stuff like, oh,
Yeah,
what if I miss this? Like I just missed my last shot. What if I miss this one? No, you locked into what you're supposed to do, and that's catch the ball and shoot it, open shot.
most definitely. I'm honestly starting to believe that like it's um it's more about the numbers, I'll say. So like we speak about percentages and different things like that. And the more practice that you put in, the higher your percentage starts to go. And it's the same thing with a lot of guys will say being lucky. The more work you put in, the luckier you get. So it's like at the end of the day, it all relates back to that work that you're putting in, which will give you extreme confidence. And I know that you will also agree to this, that when you're in the game and you feel like it's your time and you're locked in, you have extreme confidence. You get what I'm saying?
I feel like y'all touched everything with just being locked in. Like I could just reiterate a few things that y'all said. Just being locked in is laser focus, right? Knowing your game plan and knowing exactly what you're going to do. Something that we already talked about, visualizing what you're going to do, and just being laser focused and going out there and
Um,
get and